Coming up on this episode of Lust to Dust.
No! You said it. No. No, I asked incredulously, catching my breath. Again?
Oh, brutal.
From lust to dust.
Welcome back to From Lust to Dust, my Horny Dead Dad. I'm Brett Dodenhoff.
I'm Connor Dodenhoff.
And we've got Lucy Grebin with us.
Hi.
Lucy, famously from Newark.
From Jersey girl.
From New Jersey. Tell us you're single, Lucy.
I'm single for like a year now. So
Okay.
that's why reading this, a little bit of this has been, obviously very enlightening.
You've learned a lot
I've learned a
on
lot.
what it's like to date a 47-year-old man with
Yeah.
3 kids.
Reading this, I was like, or listening, I was like, is he our Carrie Bradshaw for like older divorced men?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, is this Sex in the City?
Yeah, I think that's probably what he was going for. Not that he was a Sex and the City fan,
No.
but that sort of...
No, if you told him he was the Carrie Bradshaw man, he would
Of
be
divorced dads?
freaking out right now.
That's-
That's it.
I really do. I
Yes.
was like, wow, like this is a POV I've probably never heard or seen.
Yes.
And it's maybe not my experience.
Right. Probably a little
But-
less cute, too.
Right, of
you
course.
know?
But it's like, it is so interesting to me of like, oh, there are probably a bunch of men who are like, well, I'm a Dode,
Yeah.
that like
Yes.
identify with this the way we might identify with a Carrie or
Yes.
a Miranda.
Yeah, I think that's why he when he was writing this, he's like, there is nothing out there that gives that POV. And I think he's like, the expectation of like divorced dads is like
Kind of
obviously
sad.
shitty and sad.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I'm having a good time or
Yeah.
like an interesting time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, you can get laid with your 3 sons, a mere stone's throw away.
Right. and he tells us how to.
Well,
honestly,
it is.
detailed.
Well, the opening of the book, which I didn't send you, the opening of the book is him going down on a woman.
In the one that I listened to, he did also go down on a woman. It's nice to know that he was passionate about it. I think that's
He loves going down on a woman.
That's really enlightening to me because I've dated a lot of guys in their 20s who like don't even touch
Don't-
the stuff.
they're
don't
just like,
do it.
I'm not for that.
They're kind of just like,
Did
no,
they
I'm not gonna go down
vocalize
there.
that? Or are they like, I'm not going down
No,
there?
I think they just kind of like it's not something that you want to ask someone to do necessarily, but
No.
you would want them to kind of just like
Why not? Because
want
I
to,
feel like guys will be like, can you blow me?
which
you know?
I hate. Famously.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
It is
yeah.
a
Yeah.
weird thing to ask.
Yeah,
I actually don't think I've ever asked for a blowjob.
I think I have once.
of course you have, and that's okay. And I'm
Yeah.
glad you had said that because there are a lot of men that are going to feel seen.
How do you even
Well,
say
sometimes
that?
if you're like too fucked up or something, you're like, I need some help.
that's maybe different if you phrase it.
Yeah, I need help.
I need
Can I have a blowjob, please? Well, you asked nicely, so
man.
sure. I go,
But girls, I've
Well.
never. I don't think a girl's ever been like, listen,
Thank
you need to go. You need to get down there.
Well, because I mean, you don't always necessarily like. I think it's a more of an investment of time. I think you hopefully want to do it.
Yeah.
And then in that, you're kind of committing to the length of time it takes and like the
Yeah.
attention to the detail. I think blowing, and as someone who has done both,
Yes.
Right.
I will say like one feels a bit more intuitive, easier than the other, which would be blowing a guy.
Okay. So that is that because you are bisexual.
Yes.
Okay. So you've had now in the case of asking a girl to go down, or is that more sort of communicative?
Women will
or
just do it.
there's no would you go down on me in a girl situation? No. Okay.
Women
It's-
won't ask. I don't think.
That'd be
Maybe
the
I'm
big-
wrong, but I've always thought or have heard that lesbian sex is more like you are more communicating. And that's why sometimes girls are like, the girls just understand girls better. Because there's more like, oh, no, go to the left or
Yes,
is more
for
of
sure.
that.
Well, you're
you know?
speaking the same
Definitely.
language.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's more communication once you're like, I think the asking it, like people just intuitively do it, but
Yeah.
there is a lot more like, like higher, you feel more, I don't know, people are different, but women definitely communicate.
So we left off essentially, our dad is prepping to meet Taylor, who lives 5 hours away,
5
Okay.
hours away, by the way. This
Which
eHarmony.
is, right.
which is in
So
Raleigh.
his radius is set to Antarctica.
Right.
Like-
that is a point we discussed last time, is just how the lengths he will go
To get laid.
to get laid.
Right.
And he blasted what we consider to be a quite risky paragraph.
It's kind of beautiful. Like, I want,
It
like,
is.
and it's well written. I will say, like, it's vivid.
Yeah.
And I am intrigued that, like, you guys, it's so sad because, like, our parents, we don't see these sides of them. So, like, I know this is, like, a funny podcast, but it does make me, like, oh my God, you get to see, like, how your dad communicates with, like, women.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all nice and well, but he's just desperately
Back
trying.
to the horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he's just trying to get laid so desperately at this moment.
I think he is, though, also
A romantic.
a romantic, and yeah.
He blasts this paragraph, and we're about to set off on the initial meeting between Taylor.
Can't wait.
So, guys, we'll jump right into it.
All right, we're jumping.
After a few conversations, we decided to meet in Myrtle Beach, as it was about halfway between us. My heart sank when I tried to make hotel reservations. It was peak season, and all of the beachfront hotels were booked. The best hotel I could find was a modest hotel chain, nowhere near the beach. I booked 2 rooms anyway and figured I would do my best to make the trip as romantic as possible. As Friday approached, I became more and more nervous. My profile said I was 37 online.
Forgot about that part.
He's 47.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a 10-year gap.
We must remind the audience that she thinks that he's lied about his age on his eHarmony profile.
And I will say I was just really defending him as a romantic moments ago. I did forget he had said that he was 37.
That 10-year is insane.
10-year gap.
He looked young, but he didn't look 37.
What if she looked at me and instantly suspected I was much older? What if she didn't look like her pictures? What if she weighed 250 pounds?
250 pounds.
250 pounds is I just
It's also
love
the days before the word catfish had kind of been invented.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can just assume you don't know what the hell you're in for. It's
Yeah.
an eHarmony. I mean,
Yeah. What if she weighed 250 pounds?
Him being shallow about that and then also lying about his age is perfect.
It's the perfect. He's like, listen.
yeah, because you can't be like, I'm lying about all these things, but like God forbid
yeah.
she lies about one. You know?
Yeah.
What should have happened here is that he shows up. She's like, you're 10 years older, and she is 250. I think they both lie.
Yes. Yes.
And it's almost like they laugh and they're like, all right, well, we're doing this.
What if she was totally different in person? Hell, what if she didn't even show up? If she didn't, I knew I'd have a dreadful drive back to Charleston, embarrassed, hurt, and wicked depressed.
Wicked depressed.
You booked 2 hotel rooms in Myrtle Beach. How embarrassing is it? You go to check in, hotel for 2. You get both key cards. She doesn't show up. An hour later, you come back to the hotel. I'm checking out both rooms.
Oh my God.
Why 2 rooms in case she didn't feel comfortable sharing?
I think he's like,
That's
he's
nice. As a woman, I think I would feel protected by that.
Brutal. All right,
It's unreal.
let's keep going.
Just to be sure, I called her several times while driving on the way there. Unless she was a total liar, she was definitely on the road. I got there about an hour earlier and prepared for her arrival. This wouldn't exactly be my jet ski date, but I thought I could make it at least a little interesting. I ventured towards the pool area outside with my date items. My heart sank. The pool was tiny, unattractive, dirty, and there was literally only one small patch of grass. I spread out a blanket and began to prepare a picnic.
okay. I didn't realize his plan was a picnic inside the Holiday Inn Express pool area.
I think it was always meant to be beach, right?
It was meant to be beach. You can't pivot.
He
to-
spread out a blanket on a dirt strip at the
'cause
Holiday Inn.
Here's what we got to remember.
Right.
This is a Holiday Inn. It probably hadn't been renovated since the 80s at
Of
this
course.
point. So this is like that classic, like shitty concrete pool.
Our dad was notoriously cheap.
Oh,
So
Very
okay.
cheap.
yeah,
Right.
was going to cheap out on everything. So he's
beach
a
is
little
free.
disappointed the pool isn't to his liking. It's like,
It's like you probably used your points too,
all.
dude.
yeah.
Also, sorry, like get in the car and drive to the beach.
Yeah. That's it.
You're losing me.
Yeah.
As a woman, and I think like part of the reason I'm here is to give like the female perspective, I think, is that as a woman, it's like, put me in the car, let's go to the beach.
Yes.
I've been on plenty free beach dates that have sucked, but at least, we were on the beach.
You were at least at the beach.
That's right.
Yes.
I spread out a blanket and began to prepare a picnic. Wine on ice, cheese platter, fruits, and music. The final touch was a cardboard cutout of a dolphin, which I placed into the ground. I was ready, but incredibly nervous.
Can I quickly also say, like, the people watching from their windows?
That's what I was
That's right.
thinking. What is the
Right.
view of this guy peering through the windows? And no one is at the peak of their life if they're at this Holiday Inn
No.
Express.
You got a guy who just did a 22-hour,
Yeah.
big rig.
You got a big rig
Big
guy
rig,
there.
I
You got a
doing
guy who
shooting
just
up.
got kicked out of his house. You got
Right.
someone shooting up. You got a mob deal. All of which are looking at this going, maybe my life's not so
Right.
bad.
There's someone like smoking a disgusting
Yes.
cigarette on that balcony watching him being like,
The dolphin is what? It's an homage to his date proposal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
it's cheeky. I kind of like
it's
the.
Would that be kind of cute and fun, or would that be a little too much?
I think we're in not enough territory. So this is to me like, oh, there's a fun sense of humor here. There's a bit of whimsy.
I think the dolphin is the saving grace to this entire thing. In my opinion.
1,000% agree.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. She's about to erupt.
When she came through the door to greet me, I was relieved. She was just like her pictures, and at least, it appeared, as nervous as I was. As for my age, she didn't seem to question anything, and laughed like crazy when she spotted the dolphin. We sat on the blanket, drank wine, and both seemed to calm down in no time. Taylor was easy to talk to, engaging and fun. We spent over an hour talking, drinking our wine, and then headed upstairs to get ready for dinner. She met me in the lobby, looking fabulous, and we drove to the restaurant. Now, if you've been to Myrtle Beach, you've probably noticed about 1 million pancake houses and calabash seafood houses, a euphemism for fried and awful seafood.
I've actually never considered Myrtle Beach to be the pancake house capital by any means
I
either.
don't think anyone has ever. Yeah.
Known for their pancakes and their fried god awful seafood.
But in the midst of this mecca of mediocre restaurants and putt-putt courses sits an unlikely restaurant that's perfect for a date, the Collector's Cafe. Every wall in the restaurant is covered with original artwork, not the beachy, washed-out scenes of seagulls and lighthouses, but really cool pieces that would stand their own in any NY gallery.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm going to tell you right now. Times Square, maybe.
Times Square.
There's one of those singing bass on the wall that has like a monocle. He's like,
That.
cosmopolitan.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Collector's Cafe. We'll have to include a photo of this place to see if it is.
I guarantee we look up Collector's Cafe and it will say was a restaurant.
Yes, closed indefinitely. Of course.
It was the perfect atmosphere for our date, and I called ahead to make sure we were in one of the more private rooms in the back.
I mean, he's putting in all the right effort.
He is.
I think he's at the point now where he's gone on a few things. Like he is going to pull. You're right. He's pulling out all the stops. He's not going to fuck this up no matter what.
This is like he's like they've got the hotel. She's meeting here. He's feeling this will be him getting laid, and we because he hasn't gotten laid yet. By the way, that's an important part.
This is.
Well, we don't know. We've been telling our audience that this chapter he will get laid.
Oh my God.
To be honest, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
To be honest, I don't know if the Collector's Cafe back room is going to seal of a deal for him.
No back room for him.
We ordered wine and appetizers. The conversation with her seemed effortless. We talked about our children, her career, and her aspirations to open her own Pilates center near a beach. I live within 200 yards of a beach, I said playfully, grasping a quick vision of us living together in bliss. I know, she said, taking the bait and smiling broadly. I'm anxious to visit you in Charleston very soon. At this point, I was feeling extremely good about the date. We both were talking as if we'd known each other for years. After the appetizers, she excused herself to go to the restroom. Kiss her when she gets back, I thought.
I'm sorry. Who wants to be kissed mid-appetizer?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't go from the burrata to a kiss on a first date. Like,
Also, like she's using the restroom, and if he makes up his idea of that he's going to kiss her when she gets back, there's probably that look on his face. The moment she walks back and he's just...
Yeah. Okay.
is that a male
expected.
look that you could recognize, like the guy about to kiss you look?
I remember there was a guy who took me actually to the beach at night.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
is a specific type of date that you go on as a woman at some point in your life. And he did this thing when he was ready to kiss me, where he goes, just one more thing.
Oh!
Like he's like my assistant.
Just one more.
I have always been uncomfortable with the proverbial good night kiss at the door. If there's ever a time where both people are terrified about intimacy, it's at the end of the evening, standing on a porch, looking ridiculous and nervous. It's been parodied so many times on TV and movies that the end result is usually anything but romantic. With this in mind, I adopted the idea long ago that I would try to kiss a girl in the middle of my date.
That's the Dodenhoff method.
The Dodenhoff method.
Of course, the danger was that being turned down halfway into a date would prove quite destructive for the rest of the evening, if there was a rest of the evening.
I just love if he gets denied here, they got to wait 10 minutes for the entrees to come out. The entrees get dropped off and they just go, we'll get these to go.
They're in a room alone. They are alone in a room right now.
Alone in a room.
What is your opinion, Lucy, on your kind of preferred, when does that move feel appropriate to you?
God, I've never been the Dodenhoff method. I've never had the pleasure.
End of night is typically when it's coming for you.
I think end of night, or like, honestly, if you're going second location, end of first location into second location.
I think that's a good time because it's like now we can get that out of the way.
That's right.
We're not. It's no longer on.
What do you guys do? Yeah. Where are you
do you
kissing
feel, I guess, there's an energy thing to facilitate the kiss? Because I think it's not. There's no timeline. It's just literally like when have we developed enough of this chemistry or whatever we're going for that I feel now appropriate doing this. You know.
That's right. I agree with you. I've actually gone on first dates where I have not kissed lately.
Sure.
As of late.
Oh, as of late.
As of late. I feel like when you first are like out of college and you're on Hinge, you just kiss always at the end of the date.
Yeah.
And some
Right.
it kind of just happens. You're like, oh, I didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
But some I'll wait till the second date.
I think you're onto something because these older dates, there are plenty that don't end with that because I've determined like. Well,
This is just
I'm
Right.
not gonna even try.
Right.
Yeah,
and when you're
yeah.
younger, you're like, you just kiss at the end. Like
You're just
it's
like,
like
I
a
just
handshake.
gotta
It's like a
kiss.
hug.
Yeah.
It's like it was so
Exactly.
nice going on this date with you.
Let's keep going.
As it was getting later in the evening, Taylor and I were the only couple in this part of the restaurant. When she returned from the restroom, I gently took her left hand into mine and then reached for her right. I paused for a second, looked into her eyes, and then pulled her toward me. She seemed surprised, but definitely not disappointed. We gently kissed for just a brief moment. "You look very beautiful this evening," I said, as I held her chair out for her to sit down. "Why, thank you. And you look very handsome tonight," she said. This was going well, very well.
Oh man, he's on cloud 9.
Yeah, this is
He's
great.
fucking winning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This is how you know.
After finishing our entrees, we ordered dessert, espressos, and sambuca.
This is what it feels like. Shall we celebrate?
One little kiss.
A sambuca for the road.
What is Sorry, can someone tell me what
Sambuca
sambuca
is like
is?
an aperitif, like a little after dinner. I think you kind of.
Like
same
an
as, like,
Amaro,
port.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a liqueur,
Dessert wine.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. This is back when like people used to dine.
He's also getting espresso. He ain't trying to go to bed soon.
No.
No,
You know.
No.
he's got shit to do.
He's keeping her.
I
up.
bet she was like, I'm pretty tired. 2 espressos
yeah.
and a
Doubles.
sambuca for the lady.
Yeah, he saw one
And
yawn
sam-
from her, and he went, "I
and he
gotta
goes,
kick this into gear."
Espressos, please.
Yeah, we're not going to bed tonight anytime soon.
Brett is going to read this next paragraph.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh God.
We talked about me being from New York, how I ended up in Charleston, and thinking about Charleston is a place for you long term. Definitely, it's a great town for work, even better town for raising kids.
Oh.
Well, at least people our age don't have to be concerned about retirement yet. She responded.
Oh God.
Our age,
Oh shit.
I thought. That's right.
Oh,
She thinks I'm 37. She's 37.
Ooh.
Damn you, idiot! Why weren't you on it?
Same voice kisser. Now it's like, damn you idiot. His
Why
internal
weren't you
God.
honest?
Why weren't you on?
I know, no. Oh my God, because he's having the realization, oh, I like this woman. Oh, I have to figure out when I'm going to tell her I'm 47.
Yeah. He also thinks, it's like she's come, she looks like her photos, she's a Pilates, she's checked every box that she's presented, and he's going, oh fuck, I'm a sham a little bit.
Yes.
A wave of guilt came over me. I was feeling sick to my stomach. I have always despised lying, and here I was, the epitome of what I couldn't stand in others.
I've always hated lying, and here I was, the epitome of what
Damn, he's got, you know what? He's going in on himself. Maybe
Yeah.
more a reliable narrator than we
Yeah,
thought.
Yeah.
Why weren't you on?
What?
Damn you.
Why weren't you? It's exclamation point too. He's punching himself.
My expression turned to concern, and apparently I couldn't hide it. "Is something the matter?" she asked, showing a sense of worry. "What's the point?" I wondered. I was guilty as hell, and I might as well get the truth out now.
Lying about your age is not the most. Like,
No,
It's not like Taylor. I've got 3 felonies.
I took you to Myrtle because it's the only place I can go legally.
Yeah. Pulls up the ankle
Yeah.
bracelet.
Literally. It feels like a noir. He's writing like a noir film, like detective. I was disgusted
Yeah.
with myself.
"Taylor," I began. "I'm not 38. Her face looked even more concerned now, and I sank even further. I'm actually 48, I offered apologetically. "What?" she said, looking even more concerned and now a bit agitated. "You're 48? Yes, I am," I said, feeling terrible that I had betrayed her.
betrayed.
Betrayed.
Lying over Sambuca, what have I become? Why weren't you honest? Why weren't you honest? Damn you.
Every descriptor also is like the 10th degree. Devastated with myself.
I'm devastated.
It just shows you everything with dating is like life or death for him.
Yeah,
though.
it is.
It really is just
Yeah.
keep going.
She sat silent for a moment, looking down at her dessert. I didn't know what to say. She finally looked up from her plate and asked, "Why? Why would you lie about this?" At least she didn't run out of the room or throw her drink in my face, I thought, somewhat relieved. "Well, it was Chuck's idea," I said, stumbling for an explanation. "Chuck? Who's Chuck?"
It sounds like there's a team. There's a team behind him.
It's the people with the earpiece on being like, kiss her now.
Chuck-
Kiss her now.
It was
Tell her it
Chuck's
was Chuck.
idea. Kevin wasn't on board with it, but Frank thinks it's a.
I also love that he's like, just be honest, just tell her the truth. And then he gets the opportunity to tell the truth and he immediately just blames it on his friend.
He started it.
It was Chuck's fault.
Yeah.
Who's Chuck is the best.
Take zero responsibility.
Like from her POV, she's like, okay, you're a liar and you're fucking what do you mean?
Right.
He's a friend of mine, a friend who I recently met. He'd been on eHarmony for a while and suggested I join as well. When I started to sign up, he suggested I use an age lower than my true age. As she hadn't yet run off screaming, I was starting to get a confidence in my explanation. He said I not only looked younger than my true age, but that I also acted younger as well, and said I should put an age down that was more like who I was.
No one thinks they act or look like their age. No one's going to
No.
be, I'm about 55.
I'll see people my age that I haven't met, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking get the hell out of geezer. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, we're the same age. This person
Yeah.
and I are like, that's me.
Yeah, you never perceive yourself. You always think I look younger or
Yeah,
whatever.
You see the 20s people, you're like, yeah, I'm still that.
Right. I'll never be 30.
Yeah, no,
Legally, I'll never be 30.
no, legally.
She looked down at her plate again, taking in what I had said. A moment or two passed, and she glanced at me with an expression of, okay, I get it, mixed with, what the hell? After I asked for the check, we hardly talked, but I felt a sense of relief. Keeping the secret inside of me took a greater toll than I realized. This girl might hate me, but at least the truth came out, I thought. As we headed to the car, I fully expected Taylor to insist we go back to the hotel so she could leave the next morning without even a goodbye. "Would you like to go to the beach?" she asked. "It's a beautiful night and the moon is out." "Of course," I said, beyond relieved that she was actually still talking to me, let alone wanting to spend more time with me. "I would love to."
The reality is he's getting it out pretty quickly and early here. Which
Very
I think
quickly.
This is
somewhat
much better
admirable.
than
I would argue, honestly, a little.
too quick. I think he could have pushed it a little
I
bit.
think he could have too. I think he could.
Well, he did rope this woman. I think he feels a lot of guilt because he roped her into a 3-hour drive to come
It's
meet
all
him.
this, and they're hitting it off.
Yeah, and he really likes her.
Right.
he does
and he
want
doesn't want to hook up and then just be like, oh, by the way, I'm rounding a digit here.
Right.
Yeah.
We drove a short distance to a beachfront hotel. It was a beautiful night and the sand was bathed in moonlight. We walked for a while and then found a piece of driftwood to sit on.
The old driftwood move, closing
The
move.
frogs were sitting on the edge of it, but we didn't mind.
yeah.
Ribbit.
Literally.
Kiss her.
It says.
I swore one told me.
Why weren't you honest? The other one said.
Fiddler crabs. Grabs my mouth.
Yeah. Why weren't you honest? He's a liar.
Be honest. Everything, the moon's looking at him. How dare you?
He's on MDMA. We didn't get to that.
Yeah,
but
we didn't say it.
Feeling confident again, I took her hands into mine and embraced for a long kiss. We walked the beach for a little while more and then headed back to the car. I was perplexed, relieved, and intrigued. Did she actually still like me? Had she forgiven me for the lie? Did she now believe I was too old for her, but she was just laying the night out to be polite? We entered the hotel lobby and headed for the elevator. Our rooms were on the same floor, but down the hall from each other. "Would you like a glass of wine?" I asked a bit tentatively as we approached my room. "Sure, would love one," she said. "Let me get freshened up and I'll meet you back here." "Perfect," I replied, even more thrilled now that things seemed to be getting better. Unexpectedly, she came back dressed in a short t-shirt and tight pajama bottoms. We sat down on the edge of the bed. Within a moment, we're kissing, and several moments later, we laid down together.
But is he officially about to get laid here? I don't
Oh,
know.
Spread
I'm
out next to
honored.
me.
I'm
You might
honored.
be.
I might be.
As she spread out next to me, I could now see that her body was fabulous. Taylor's breasts weren't that large, but they were beautifully shaped. Her exposed torso was a living testimony to her obsession with Pilates. Rock-hard stomach and beautifully toned legs, which were now quite visible through her tight pajamas. After a couple moments of kissing, I was now getting very excited and totally aroused. A short time ago, I thought this girl was going to flee the restaurant and never look back. Now I was passionately embracing her in my hotel room, and she was responding to my every move. My hands went under her top, and she helped to inch her shirt higher to expose both breasts. She gladly accepted this and moaned softly. I intensified my kissing as I slowly moved my hand over her torso and then into her pajamas. She moaned even more and slowly spread her legs to accommodate me. I was now exceptionally excited and thrilled. I briefly broke my kiss to grab both sides of her pajamas. As I pulled them down, she quickly lifted her butt off the bed to assist.
He said that in the last one too.
Yeah.
It's a similar.
Yes,
He kind of
trajectory.
goes through the same
Yes,
routine with
it's
the women.
basically
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
she
goes-
moaned softly. She pulled her bed up. Her breasts were exposed.
We
Whatever.
I mean, these are just the steps of nearly any.
yeah, I know.
He's getting pretty technical with it. I will say he uses embrace a lot. Embrace is
yeah.
to me now the way member is used in like a
Right.
book.
Yes.
Now, of all the wonderful things in a man's life, I can't think of anything that even comes close to the emotional excitement of the first time you're exposed to a completely naked woman lying next to you.
That's where we know where we stand.
Yeah.
And
You
right,
know?
he has 3 sons who
Three
he's
sons.
watched been born.
Right.
Yeah.
It is remarkable, like how much he puts this on a pedestal in terms of the other things in life.
Of all the things.
I
I mean anything.
All the
Name
things?
it.
I can't think of anything that even comes close.
Yeah.
Like,
We're not even
Yeah.
close.
No, not even close. And also, does he say newly? It's like a newly naked woman.
A
like,
newly.
Right.
like it's,
yeah.
yeah, like the first time you see a new woman's body.
The first time. Yeah.
Right.
The second time. Nah.
It's an incredibly exciting and exhilarating feeling like no other, and no matter how many times it happens, the feeling is just as intense with every new woman. Your heart pounds through your chest, your hands tremble, you start to sweat, and you have an indescribable emotion of both achievement and outrageous wonder that you have finally realized a lifelong goal, a quest that's indelibly ingrained into every cell of your body. It's the fulfillment of an objective that's impossible to fully articulate with words. I'll let my son, Brett, finish this paragraph. Brett, take it away.
Like the amazing emotions Columbus must have had as the first evidence of land came into view.
he's
I mean,
oh my God. Keep going.
or the way Sir Edmund Hillary might have felt being the first man in the world to reach the summit of Everest.
This is so fucking hyperbole.
Now, I want to hear what he would have described if this had been 250 Avery.
It's so
And as you gaze
ridiculous.
over the indescribable brilliance of a naked woman laid out in front of you, you would seemingly want to relish this moment for hours. Oh my God. Taking in every subtle curve and bend.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. This is.
I genuinely think you'd get arrested just for this being published.
I mean, you're getting this.
We all love to have sex. We're human beings.
Right.
But this is to the point of Sir Edmund Hillary conquering Everest.
But he is
Yeah.
like acting like he's discovering women for the first
Yes.
time a little bit.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like as if he traveled to an unknown place where women live and
Yes.
he's writing to the people at home of his journey.
Listen, the warmth of her body, the smoothness of her skin, and the amazing confluence of 2 sculpted legs meeting together at the exact
Oh, yeah.
location of a prize like no other in the history of mankind. Oh my God.
I mean, he's hamming it up here for sure.
Yeah.
Like, but this is.
This is
But I genuinely believe this is kind of how he feels about women and
That's
sex.
beautiful.
this is
I would have dated him.
it is like an admiration,
Yeah.
which is it's creepy, but not in like a
Of a prize like no other in the history of
mankind.
He epitomizes like Adam in the Garden of Eden a little bit. Just
Yeah.
like he's going for that apple day one.
Yeah.
You know?
But you don't have this luxury. You have no time at all, and you're downright scared to death that all of this will go away in an instant. So you're compelled to act on it, and act in a hurry. And now, for the second time since my divorce, I was lowering my head between the legs of a woman, trembling with overflowing excitement and purpose. I stayed there for a long while, reacting to the slow, rhythmic movements of her body. As her moans finally grew to a crescendo, she was now taken care of. As I quickly unbuckled my pants, she blurted out the only word in the English language that could ruin this amazing moment. No.
No! Oh,
You said it. No. No, I asked incredulously, catching my breath.
again?
Oh, brutal.
No.
Both times he's
But-
gone.
but-
No.
It's funny.
He
It's funny because both times he's gone down,
He
Made
must.
them come.
really made them come, and then
Well,
both girls
really,
have
we don't
said
know.
no, which like that.
Either he's so good that they're like, well, we're done here, which I don't really. Let's be
can
honest,
see-
that's not it.
Is
Right,
there
no.
a scenario, Lucy, where someone's so good that you're like, this guy's a little bit of like this guy gets around a little too much? You know,
No.
that
No.
wouldn't happen.
No.
No, I asked incredulously, catching my breath. No, we can't go there, she said apologetically. Go where? I asked, unable to hide my expression of extreme disappointment. There, she said, playfully pointing between her legs. But I've already been there for quite some time, I said, hoping to change her mind. No, we only just met, she said. There will be plenty of time for that in the future. Her resolve was clear. There was no changing her mind. I reluctantly backed off, drew a deep sigh, and re-snapped my jeans.
He must feel like he has a hex on him or something.
Yeah.
Because it is, I've never gone down on a girl in a situation like this and not had sex.
I think he's also dating women who like don't need to just. But I will say she drove all the way to Myrtle Beach.
That's
like,
what's crazy.
I'm kind of a little weirded out that they're not having sex.
Yeah.
But is there an element of selfishness to have someone go down on you and just be like, I don't know. You
No.
know? No?
I don't think so. He didn't ask. I think he's going right down there because clearly he loves the stuff.
He
and
does
he's
love
allowed. But he didn't say like, "Hey, like, what are you know what I mean?" Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. I don't think there has to be all this convo. But like, I've done both on both ends, and not like it's not always a 1-for-1
No.
or a one
No,
for
it's fair.
sex.
She put back on her pajama bottoms, completely obliterating any opportunity for reversal. I was disappointed, of course, but tried not to show it. We lay down together, kissing, cuddling, and then finally turned off the light. As I drifted off to sleep, I wondered whether women had changed since I was single years ago. Back then, if I had a woman's pants off, this was usually a definite sign that we were about to go all the way. Yet for the second time, now since divorcing, both women were more than happy to enjoy an orgasm, but I was left high, dry, and frustrated. We woke the next morning, had a nice brunch, and then said our goodbyes. Taylor and I would talk 3 or 4 times a week after that, and we eventually agreed to meet at her house in Raleigh for a weekend. But both nights were almost carbon copies of the Myrtle Beach night. She was more than happy for me to please her, but going all the way was totally out of the question, at least until we got a chance to know each other better.
He's driving 5.5 hours
That's
to
To
go
go down
down.
on her?
And she's like, great stuff.
you know, each time he's trying new techniques
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
So
maybe
maybe-
this will be the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
my God.
that I think's a little brutal though.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
where I draw the line.
Right.
Yeah.
On the third, if you've driven a total of 15 hours,
Right.
no.
Like she's probably just telling her friend she's got this guy who drives in 6 hours all the time just to give her head.
Oh, she's like, great.
They're like, "Oh, Myrtle Beach guy."
Yeah.
yeah,
You got to get yourself a Dode.
yeah.
I'll set
Just
you up.
drives miles to just
Oh,
go
he'll
down
drive
on her and
miles.
then leave.
Oh, you know
God.
that drive too. Rock hard.
Yeah, of course.
Both there and back.
Yeah, each time he's listening to like Pump Me Up podcast
Yeah.
or,
This is the
something
one.
on
Yeah.
just like
Probably
how to-
Tony Robbins on
Yeah.
cassette.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that day never came. We continued to speak on the phone for several weeks, but we eventually agreed that it was too difficult to pursue a relationship when we lived almost 6 hours apart. We kept in touch for a while, but as expected, the calls became longer and longer apart until we simply lost touch.
We lied. We thought my dad was getting laid.
I thought I was gonna get
He's
some
getting
action.
real close.
I
He
don't
is
know.
getting close.
He's getting close, but oh so far.
I hope it doesn't take till 28.
kind of can't close a little bit. It's like
But he's closing enough. There's nothing about what he's doing that should indicate that these aren't leading to.
yeah, it's funny. I think he's trying really hard. He's pulling out all the stops, and it's like the universe or whatever is just kind of like, you're not ready, Bob. You know.
That's right. Go spend
You
some
know,
time with your sons.
Yeah, go spend some time down below.
I
but
think
you
he's
know-
learning some lessons with these, though. You know.
I hope so.
Yeah.
What lessons?
I got.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
What lesson is he really
I
pulling
should say
off this?
he's giving himself some opportunities to learn lessons, and he drives right by them.
It really is fascinating because I would love to, like, I think the thing we wish we had in what I guess I am here to be is the woman's.
Yes.
Because it's like, what was she thinking, and how much of what he was doing actually was happening,
Yes.
or was like playing the way he thought.
Yes.
Have you guys learned anything so far, like about your dad, or just like in dating in general? Just has there been any like gem of advice or any gem of a learning?
I think again, you learn having read the book or now reading the book. There's like, you see yourself in it in a lot of ways.
There's
you know.
Because I've always thought that about a naked woman.
You've always said that.
I've always felt Columbus-y and
Columbus.
Yeah.
And of course, the famous Sir Edmund Hillary.
Right. Always the analogy that came to my mind.
Reference.
No, I think you definitely see your patterns or stuff where I'm like, oh, I would do that. I definitely think I would consider myself to have more self-awareness than him, but
Right.
I also there's something very endearing about the way that he operates with this, and I do think
I agree.
he is. He was definitely a hound, but he was not a philanderer.
No.
No lying.
And I like really appreciate his candor. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
have to be so honest about his like it not happening. Like
Yeah.
Do you learn any lessons today, Lucy? any like enlightening things about how men perceive, or I don't know, anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's nice to hear a different POV.
Yeah.
I guess I learned the nuance of like going down on someone and all the politics around that. I should be more aware next time. And I learned that I should be asking for people to go down on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you mind?
Yeah. Because I feel like no guy would ever say no. Because that'd be a
Yeah.
crazy play. They're like,
Right.
no.
Well, it would be weird. It's
It'd
like, okay, well then why are we doing this?
Yeah.
If you don't
Yeah,
want to go,
if you're not willing
if you're
to-
not interested in that
Right,
part of it,
right,
then you shouldn't
right,
be doing this at all.
Right. Well, that's the book, Lucy. That's Taylor.
That's Taylor.
That's
I
Taylor.
feel really connected to her. I hope she's running a Pilates studio somewhere.
Well, that wraps
Lucy,
this episode
we
up.
appreciate
Thank
you coming
Lucy.
on.
Thank you so much for having me again. It was an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. We'll see you next time on
From Lust to Dust, my horny dead dad.
From lust to dust.
Next time on From Lust to Dust.
We got the third Dodenhoff brother, run to the litter.
I wouldn't call him the runt these days. The man's packing some weight.
All right.
First compliment Connor's given me in probably 2.5 years.